Back on. Hi guys, how you doing? Yeah, I'm back again. Old Men Moaning. What can I say? Right, before I say anything, the boys and girls in the National Health Service, you doctors, you nurses of all grades, you people who just work in the National Health Service, you have my respect and my love, okay? Because no one else seems to bother about it. Right, let's go. UK aid. Right. Now I have a problem with UK aid. Right? Because I'm not convinced that the people who are supposed to have the UK aid are getting the UK aid, if you understand what I mean. The UK aid, the idea behind the UK aid was the fact it has to go to the poorest people and to help them get better, put them on back on their feet so they can build, they can do building or whatever work they were doing in before that. So here we go. The top 10 list. Alright. India, £150.4 million. Now what do they do with that, I wonder? Yeah. I have been told, whether it's true I don't know, that they take that and put it into their space research centre. So in other words, we're giving them money to go out into outer space. What the fuck? If it's true, I don't know. However, I do know this, that any of the people, any of the countries that's on this list, the poorest of the poor, don't get any help. Because the richest of the rich get their hands in and they're first at the trough. That I do know. Okay, Bangladesh, £157.5 million. Afghanistan, £199.5 million. Tanzania, £199.7 million. Syrian Arab Republic, yeah, £201.5 million. South Sudan, £205.2 million. Sierra Leone, £213.8 million. Nigeria, £253.5 million. Ethiopia, £334.1 million. And number one on the hit list, Pakistan, £351.4 million. So where the fuck's all this money going? We're giving it to these countries because I'm telling you this, the poorest of the poor ain't getting it. So it's what I said before, it's the richest of the rich. Those pigs are getting in first. That's the only thing it can be. This is supposed to help the poorest of the poor. Bring in jobs, give them better housing, feed them properly. If that's the case, where's the money going? Because it's not going to them. And a certain Mr. Patel, who was interviewed by the government, also admitted that the money is not getting to the people. So it's going to the rich. Sorry, but you'll get used to me slurping my tea. Right? You know, I would like to see their accounts. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I'm not being racist. What I'm being is peopleist. Those are for the poorest and the poor. Right? That's for better housing, better schooling, education, further education, so they can better themselves and their family. Right? I know at least 2 or 3 of them that fucking hate us, but we're giving them money. Don't forget North Korea. I think they get about £1 million a year as well. I think he buys cheese or something. I'm not bloody sure of that. But anyway, yeah, enough is enough. We could take a small percentage because it's how much is it? It's where did the UK money go? Let's have a look. Right. All right. The most 10 countries that receive the most money of the £12.23 billion spent. I mean, I can't even imagine that kind of fucking money, right? Okay. it's the squandering of the taxpayers' money is disgusting. I think it's either 0.7% of our gross national product or whatever, but you know what I mean? It's disgusting, right? Oh yeah, here it is. The Conservative manifesto target to spend 0.7% of Britain's GDP on aid. That should be scrapped, right? We need to keep our commitment, I'm not saying that, but for God's sake, if the poor in those countries are not getting the money or the help or the assistance or the training or anything else, right, then it would be cheaper for us to go over there, build the houses, build the schools, give them teachers, yeah, and that's it, right? So at the end of the day, that's probably save us bloody money, right? And mate, that's another way of getting some doctors and nurses. That way we can train them up and get them over here. Because I tell you what, the Tories ain't helping the NHS at the moment, are they? It's like a third world in this freaking country at the moment. So, what am I going to say? Really? We've got all that aid going out. And yet, what can I say? It's being spent in the wrong places. You know? It's for the poor. It's for better housing, better schooling, better everything, you know, better roads. So why is it not getting there? Why can you see squalor and filth and begging when really there shouldn't be, not after the amount of time we're giving them money? So, someone tell me why. Why should we give them it? Why should we give the rich in other countries money that's supposed to be for the poor, but the poor doesn't get? Like I said, it'd be cheaper if we went over there with our own builders, built a shitload of houses, built the housing and the school and the roads and give them training and the universities and provide all the stuff. Because in my eyes, that's the best way for it. That way we can ensure that the poor of other countries, yeah, get the best of what we can give. And talking about poor of other countries, how about the poor in these countries? How about that homelessness has gone up by 6%? Yeah? How about there are kids and families living below the poverty line? Right? What does it help for them? Are you trying to say, or is Theresa trying to say, that we don't need it? Are we living in the Victoria times? Because the last time I had a look outside, which was a little while ago, we still had cars and vans, and not horses and whatever, right? And stagecoaches and stuff like that. What the fuck? You're giving away taxpayers' money. You're borrowing on taxpayers' money to give to other countries. This would get rid of the unemployment, right? Training people up to build houses and roads and farms and whatever else, and send them to these countries. We'll pay them, yeah. And that way we ensure that the poor all over the world that we give the money to, including this country, get the best that we cannot give them. But the people in this country should have the best of the best. Why do we have poverty? Why are we, one prime example, an ex-soldier, yeah, an ex-soldier who fought for this country, right, got injured, right, went up to sign on, but because he didn't do his job search, got his money banned, yeah, right, yeah, got his money banned, didn't have his medication, and the next thing you know, about a week later, he's dead. All because of what's going on in this country. Let's be serious, guys. We're spending God knows how much billions abroad, but we're not spending anything at home. Here's a message for Theresa May and the Conservatives and any other freaking stinking backstabbing MP out there. Yeah? Stop lining your pockets. You work for us. You don't work for yourself. Right? Do what you need to do for your constituents so there is no one starving. There's no parents going without food. There's no kids going without food. Ensure that the NHS is run properly so we don't have things like scurvy and TB coming back. Do your jobs. Now I'm going to say this to the normal people. If you don't like them, vote for somebody else. Who the hell keeps voting for these wankers? I don't understand. Right? It's time for a change. Is Labour? I don't know. Lib Dems? I don't know. I just want a party that actually turns around and does what they say. Look after this country. Yeah? I don't know. I don't know what else to say here. Right? And probably some people are here going thinking, well, fucking stop it. And up. Right. NHS. Underfunded. Undermanned. Right. All I'm going to say is, anywhere you're out there, if you see any charities for the National Health Service, please give generously. Alright, if it's 10 pence, it's 10 pence. Everything goes to help. Yeah? Everything. I make sure that I gave at least a couple of quid if I pass the NHS Trust, or even in the hospital, go and buy tea from them, or a coffee, or a chocolate bar, because the profits of that goes back into the trust, and it can help buy new equipment. Why the hell we need the trusts is because of the low spending. Christ, if we took some of that money from what we give the other countries, we'd have the best service in the world. But for some unknown reason, the government is blinded by the fact that it's always the rich gets their snouts in the trough first and ignore the poor people. Therefore, my idea is better than what they've got, which is just give them cash. No, don't give them cash. Send people over, do the building, provide the service, and fuck the lot of them. Right? And we might actually have enough money for our own country, because I don't know what's going on in the politicians' heads, but I'm telling you this, our country's not in it. Alright guys, I'll see you in a little while. Okay, be nice to each other, love each other.